A lot of people ask us here at Gallup if John McCain is a wounded nominee. He is the presumptive nominee, that is mathematically and otherwise. Almost everybody concedes that he has the Republican nomination, but given all the criticism from conservatives and others within his own party, is he wounded? Well, let's look at some history here to put this in context. McCain now, in the middle of the week, getting about 51% of the Republican vote. That seems low. Even though he is, quote, the presumptive nominee, he's still just getting slightly over half of the Republican vote. Huckabee getting about 29%. Let's go back to 2000. George W. Bush was trying to be the Republican nominee. When we quit interviewing Republicans, that is, when we assumed here at Gallup that Bush had it sewed up in 2000, where did the race stand? Well, he had a little higher than 51%. Bush was in the mid-50s, but look at this. None other than John McCain had 34% of the vote, even when George W. Bush in 2000 was presumed to be the nominee. So in other words, it's not unusual, even when one person in the Republican Party is winning or has won, to still have a considerable hunk of Republicans, a segment of Republicans, still favoring somebody else. Another comparison here, let's go back to 1980, Ronald Reagan attempting to get the nomination. When we quit asking the question then of Republicans, who do they support, because Reagan had it sewed up, he was just getting 55% of the Republican vote, and none other than George H.W. Bush had a percent of the Republican vote, just under 30%. So the bottom line out of all of this, McCain's current 51% of the vote is a little lower than we have found at this point in other races when a Republican has, quote, won, end quote, the nomination. But the fact that there's still somebody like Huckabee hanging around with 29% of the vote isn't at all unusual. So John McCain can, as they say, take it from here, and we'll monitor where it goes. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, editor-in-chief of the Gallup Poll.